Don Westfall back here in downtown Mankato. You just heard from Dan McCarger with Coach Mike Hastings downstairs, and I'm joined now by Andy Hedlund as we get set to close out the broadcast tonight and for the weekend as well. And, you know, Andy, unfortunately, you've even yourself been involved in plays like that where defensively, if you're Clinton Lewis, you're just trying to get back into play and help out, and unfortunately, it ends up almost being an own goal, and you end up losing one here in overtime, 2-1. A great effort, a great contest between the two, and it unfortunately ends on a goal like that.
Yeah, you know, about that goal, Lewis just hustling back. You know, and I, like I said, I almost thought he was going to go down earlier. It's a 2-on-1 basically, so I thought maybe he may go down to the ice early to try and block that pass. He didn't have to as the player took it to the net, but once he did go down, he's a big body. I mean, he's on the ice. He's going to take everything with it right in. But yeah, as the game went, that's probably Bemidji's game, right? Just kind of keep it close. Just, you know, play their systems, don't give up anything major, and hang in the game. And, you know, unfortunately, Mankato couldn't capitalize on those earlier chances to put out of reach.
That is Bemidji's game, and as you and I were talking before we came back for our segment, this is a team that was picked to 6 in the WCHA, and they now find themselves in first place by 13 points over the next closest team.
It's not just the first. It's what you said there. I mean, that many points ahead at this time of year, it's incredible. I mean, they're making a statement here. And kind of running away with it. And how can you say it at this time of year to be running away with anything?
So the Mavericks, unfortunately, again, only get 1 point out of this big series with the tie last night. Let's look into the highlights of tonight's contest. Somewhat similar to last night, as we had a goal early on in the contest to open up the scoring. Tonight, it was actually going to be the goal scored by Soucier as he comes and takes the rebound right off the save made by Cole Huggins, and it's Soucier on the weak side to make it 1-0. About 4 minutes later, Mavericks on a power play, and they work the puck around very nicely. Michaelis gets his own rebound to sweep it into the goal, his 5th goal of the season, team leading 13 points. Another look at it here on the rebound. That again was at 6:17, and believe it or not, way back in the first period, that was the last goal we'd have in regulation. Late in the second period, things had loosened up, and all of a sudden you're going to have a lot of rebound opportunities. But here's Nate Ahrens who gets credit for the goal, and as you see, it was Clint Lewis trying to get back into the play. He's going to collide here with Huggins, and in doing that, the momentum, although Huggins had made the save with the toe, it was Clint Lewis kind of colliding with his goaltender. Puck goes into the net, and the goal at 1:37 credited to Nate Ahrens, and it's the game winner tonight to give the Beavers the 3 points. Shots on goal, MSU 33-26 on the night. MSU good on their own power play tally. They were 1 for 3, while the Beavers 0 for 4. Not a lot of penalty minutes between the two teams. Face-offs, 32-29. It was a close contest tonight. It's been a close contest all weekend, obviously with both games going into overtime action. You know, it's just one of those things again, Andy. I know it's your first look here at probably Bemidji State on the season. These clearly two of the better teams on the season. Our play of the game, sponsored by JBO Real Estate. JBO Real Estate Group does the little things that make a big difference, and that goal by Mark Michaelis, our JBO top 4 play of the game. Two of the better teams in the conference, and they certainly showed it this weekend.
Yeah, that goal right there, I mean, that's fun to watch. I mean, you saw the puck move all the way around the perimeter. Wish they could have got a couple more like that. It looked like they were almost trying that a few more times. Yeah, good hockey, very, very tightly matched.
Take a look at some of the out-of-town scores around the WCHA and around the upper Midwest. Bowling Green tonight, 2 better than Northern Michigan. 3-1 win for Alaska over Huntsville. 4-2 tonight, Tech over Lake Superior State. In the third, it's St. Cloud on top of Colorado College, 4-1, a 1-goal win tonight for Denver against North Dakota. And the Bulldogs tonight blanking Western Michigan by a score of 2-0. Boston University 4-3 winners over Michigan. Quinnipiac doubling up on Harvard. Vermont also doubling up on Massachusetts. Penn State there with 3-1 winner over Alaska Anchorage. It's also a 3-1 score tonight, Clarkson over Union. And a 4-3 win tonight, the Spartans over Fair State. And again, our official score, unlike last night where it was a tie and then Bemidji gets the goal in the 3-on-3 shootout or overtime session, tonight it's unfortunately all 3 points in what is credited as an overtime win tonight. That goal again by Ahrens, and it's a 2-1 win. But nice to have you in the broadcast booth. Nice to have a Maverick here. Once a Maverick, always a Maverick, right?
Absolutely. Couldn't wait to be back. Had to wear some purple down here just to see you guys. It's good. It's good being here, although it is a little different than when I was here.
It is a little bit different, and we'll see you again next Friday. Unfortunately, you won't be with us. You're down tonight getting ready for the broadcast. You're going to help out the other group in the building, but that is our next broadcast here on the Maverick Hockey Weekend. Next Friday night as the Golden Gophers of the University of Minnesota in the building. Of course, we are on the air early with the pregame show around 7 o'clock, and then the start of the contest here, the opening face-off, 7:07 downtown Mankato, the site between the home and home series, the opener on Friday between the Gophers and the Mavericks. For Andy Hedlund, myself, Don Westfall, of course, Dan McCarger, and the rest of the students from Bethany Lutheran College, we thank you for joining us tonight, where once again, our final score in overtime, it's Bemidji State 2, Minnesota State Mankato 1. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you Friday night.